What's happening, Hammers? Dan Lawless here, West Ham Fan TV, giving you my instant match reactions to Man City 1, West Ham United 0. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by One Football, the app that lets you keep up to date with all the stats, news, and goals. I don't even know. Check the link in the description below. Yeah, do you know what? I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here recording this, and I'm angry about a loss to Man City. I'm really annoyed about that, and it's nothing to do with the performance or going in thinking that, you know, we should be beating Man City. Nothing from the truth. But it's the fact that a referee decision has basically cost us a point. The ref has robbed us of a point against Manchester City, and I mean, that penalty decision is just baffling. Like, you know, people are going to look and say, oh yeah, there's contact. It's a contact sport, for crying out loud. He literally puts his hand on the guy, puts no pressure, no force, just puts his hand there. And that's either a dive or he's just fallen over or something. I don't know. But that's, to me, I'd go with dive. And yeah, the ref has given it against that of Felipe Anderson. And look, when Sergio Aguero steps up, you know that's a goal every day of the week. But it's like, first Liverpool, the offside situation, now Man City. It's like these refs are trying to have a say in the title race or something. Like, it's really, really frustrating. And obviously, I know we had that handball decision go for us last week, but it just sums up the quality of officiating in this league and the need for VAR and things like that. I mean, I don't know whether VAR would have overruled that penalty decision, or it was just literally, I mean, I'd like to think it would have, but, I mean, Jesus, that was soft as you like. That was so soft, and that would have been a massive, massive point. I mean, overall, that was actually, you know, I'm quite pleased with the performance. Defensively, I thought defensively we played really well. I mean, you can see City were a bit tired, but still a quality team like City. And by the way, with this penalty thing, and you know, look, there's no question that City were the better team in that game. No question at all. It's just a factor of it's hard enough playing against Man City, right, and a team like Man City, without them decisions going against you. Like, to be honest, that's the frustrating part. But I'm not saying we were the better side or whatever. I just think that against a team with so much quality like City, you know, no one would have given us a chance in this game. We defended very, very well. Issa Diop, I had down as my man of the match. What a performance that guy put in. Some great, great tackles. And we've really gotten used to playing this high line in this offside trap. And I mean, Issa Diop himself, like, brilliant at it. There was a point where I think Sergio Aguero was about to go get put through on goal. And he, like, leaps back to catch him offside, and it works, and we caught them offside quite a lot tonight. So I think it's, you know, the players are getting used to that, and it worked. Yeah, and he had a great game. You know, we had young Ben Johnson came in, really thrown in the deep end against a team like City. But I think overall, you know, he did a decent job. You know, there was a few times they were trying to double up on him, De Bruyne and Mahrez in the first half. But I think overall, you know, it was a pretty good debut against a tough team like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of him and see him get more game time and develop. Fredericks, I thought, overall done a really good job at right back defensively as well, putting some really, really important tackles. I think a few sloppy balls at the end, but I think that was the sort of the story of our attacking play in this game. Very sloppy, I think, going forward. And that's the thing, like, when you get chances, when you get them little moments to break away against a team like City, you have to be sharp. You have to be solid. And there's just too many instances of, like, Antonio getting the ball tangled up between his, you know, his legs. And I think overall Antonio didn't have a terrible game. A lot of it was going through him down on that right-hand side. But, I mean, it looked like he was going to come off early in the game. So, you know, playing with that shoulder injury couldn't have been easy. But, yeah, like, and Anderson as well, like, really a lot of sloppy balls from Anderson. Anderson, you know, keeping onto the ball too long as well, running into their players. I see a few people complaining on Twitter at the substitution to bring Dean Garner off and bring on bring Anderson off and bring on Diangana. I thought it was completely the right decision, and then Diangana looked good when he came on, but I thought it was the right time to take on Anderson because there was nothing was really going for him, you know. So, good decision in my eyes. Andy Carroll had a great chance. Lanzini as well. Lanzini came on. I was shocked to see Lanzini play a full 45 minutes in this game. I thought he would have got a bit more rest, maybe come on towards the end. You know, Nasri wasn't really getting into the game, and when Lanzini came on, you know, he created a great chance for Carroll. You know, and unfortunately, I think that might have been our only shot on target. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't go in. You know, and yeah, I thought, you know, Andy Carroll didn't have a terrible game. It was just one of them games of there's not much we can really keep him in it when we're being pinned back in our own half, you know. And that's the thing. Like when we did get him in, when we did get up there, you know, we'd lose the ball by either running into one of their players or making a sloppy pass. And I think when we did put the crosses in, they just weren't good enough. You know, some of the corners were poor. But yeah, I think overall, look, I'm happy. You know, we would have, if you would have said beforehand, you know, we'll only lose 1-0, we'd have went, what? Like, people would expect him to get 3s and 4s, you know. And like I said, you know, we can hold our head up by it because it was a poor refereeing decision. It just would have been nice to get that point and going into Newcastle. Now we've got to get 3 points to certify our top 10 status and try and chase for this 7th, which is going to be really difficult. I mean, there's so much to talk about in that game. I mean, overall, like I said, it wasn't an exciting game of football, to be honest with you. I'm kind of glad it's over, but it had a lot of moments, and I think that lineup, I mean, like I said, it really baffled. It just shocked me, you know, because there was players missing. It turns out Creswell's got a foot injury again. We really need a new left back, to be honest with you. Masuaku weren't even on the bench. I don't know if that sums up Pellegrini's just feelings on Masuaku, that he's just not even in the squad, and we've got a youngster playing there. Yeah, and then, you know, Arnautovic apparently was feeling ill, so he needs to start on Saturday. I think we would have got a lot more joy up top if we had Arnautovic, because he can come from deep, a bit the ball up and link up a lot better. You know, he was a miss, and I think we could have created a few more chances and a few more shots. But, you know, we go on, you know, like I said, we could take a bit of heart from that performance. You know, it is disappointing that referee decision has cost us a point in there, but yeah, we go in on Saturday against Newcastle at home. I think it's going to be a really difficult game. They've picked up some form lately. Yeah, we just need to go for it. I feel like if we did get anything from that game, we would have gone in there like we usually do, with complacent and thinking we've won it without putting the effort in. So hopefully the boys give everything. Hopefully Arnautovic overcomes his illness, and there isn't nothing deeper than that, and we play a really strong squad and we go for it. Check out the fan cams. Nicky's recording them now. Let me know your comments down below. And one thing left to say. Come on, you Irons.